I remember when I first started doing YouTube and I would see somebody have every color of one item and I thought, why in the world would you need every color or want every color? Well, never say never, folks, because I just bought one of every color of the ELF new Liquid Metallic Eyeshadow. So, go figure. Hello, thanks for joining me. My name is Stacy. This is Stacy Lee Beauty, and I put out this month, I'm doing new videos every Monday through Friday and possibly on the weekends. So because there is a lot to cover that I want to share with you guys. If you like makeup related videos, comparisons, swatches, tutorials, wear test, a little bit about brand history, all that fun stuff, then you came to the right place. And if you enjoy this video, I hope that you will hit that subscribe button down below. It is free, and also leave me a comment. But let's get started. So these little babies are awesome, and they are $5, and I just think they're so pretty. Now the other liquid eyeliners or liquid eyeshadows I have had do dry out fast, so if you get these, you want to make sure that you are using them up. I do plan on doing a video in the future comparing these to the House Labs, the Lady Gaga liquid eyeshadows, and if there's any others that you want me to compare them to, let me know down below. So what I thought that I would do is I would put some of these on my eyes to swatch them, but I will also be inserting the full line of colors swatched on my arm. But I thought, let's get started and see how these apply to the eye. So this first one is Moon. Now I will say Moon and Comet kind of look the same in the packaging, are very similar. So it'll be interesting to see how they look on. And the only thing I have on my eyelids is this is the ELF the Brightening Concealer. I just kind of used it as a base. So this is Moon. I really like the packaging. Here is the applicator. So it is a little bit short, stocky, but let's see. I'm just going to put this on. Let's see what it does if I don't go back in. Very creamy. So this would, you could do this just as a look like this and probably with some eyeliner, mascara, and that would look pretty. But I think that that one definitely would be good as an topper too. But yeah, just if you had like a winged eyeliner, that'd be pretty. Okay, now this is Comet. Okay, so they are different, even though, I mean, I figured they were different, but they looked very similar. Now this one, I didn't notice a scent on the other one. This one I noticed a little bit of a scent. And it seemed like I had to dip back in on this one. Moon, and this is Comet. Yeah, I don't think that you would need both. I think just see if you want to have the versatility of like a topper. I think that this Moon one is really pretty. Okay, so the next two that I have while I'm waiting for my eyes to dry is Little Dipper. So that is like pink. And I thought we would do, this is Big Dipper. And it looks like almost like a penny. So Little Dipper and Big Dipper, cute. So some of them do have scents. The first one I didn't notice it, but this one I do notice it too. But very, yeah, I can't put my finger on what it is, but that one is really pretty. And then this is Big Dipper. Ooh, okay, I like those two shades. Okay, I'm just gonna put this back on my eyelids so that it's the same as it was before, so that is not changing anything. This is an ELF buffing foundation brush. I'm tapping lightly since the eyes are a gentle area. That is really pretty. So we're going to put Big Dipper in the inner half of the lid. Little Dipper, gosh. Okay, so this one, if you're going to apply it directly, it does seem like you would have to kind of build it up. It's lighter on the lid than when I swatched it. So let's see if I was to just take my finger and go like this and apply it. You get a little bit more if you do it with your finger, let's see with a brush. I'm just gonna dip this in and use a small brush. If I pat that on, you see how it's a little bit sheer. I feel like if you really want that metallic, you'd probably have to work at building that one up. So let's see what the Big Dipper, I'm gonna put that on the outer portion. I'm gonna have it look like crazy when I'm done with this. I mean, these are definitely more sheer than I thought that they would be, but it's really pretty. Yeah, it just, well, you can do it with your finger, but I feel like it kind of then moves around the product a little bit. So I'm gonna put some Coty Airspun on this lid and see if that makes a difference. Yeah, I kind of want to see that. Okay, we're gonna take this off, and maybe, how about if we put the ELF Hydrating Camo Concealer on instead, because that one is pretty light and slippery. And I would think I was watching Emily Noel's video, I think, and she was talking, yeah, hydrating concealers, and she didn't mention anything about the ELF Hydrating Camo Concealer having a scent, and people in the comments I asked, and they didn't either, but I think it has a scent, so I don't know if I got a bad one or not. So I'd love to know down below if you have not the regular one, but the hydrating one, if yours has a scent or not. Not really. So let's see if I pat them on. I mean, maybe a little bit, but I don't think that makes that big of a difference. Let me see if I try it with my finger. Okay, if you want to apply it with your finger, it makes a little difference because they're not quite as slippery, but that really does shear it out applying it with your finger. So you're not, I don't think, going to get more pigmentation if you apply it with your finger. I think the best bet would be just to kind of tap it on more with this and build it up a little bit. Probably let it dry in between each. So I'm doing this one, then we'll go back here and see if I can build it up when it dries a little bit. So the next two we have this is Meter and Galaxy. Galaxy is this one, a little bit of a darker brown. And let's see how those swatch. Pretty. Ooh, that's really pretty. And it's strange, I haven't felt these on my eyes so far, the ones I've tried, but this pink one, for some reason, I can kind of still feel it on my eye. The copper one, the Big Dipper, I can't, but this one I can just, it's still kind of liquidy and I just can feel it on. Okay, so this one is definitely more of an opaque color than the other ones. So this is more kind of that metal metallic. And I feel like the Big Dipper and the Little Dipper was kind of more, not toppers, because I mean you could wear them like that, but a little bit more of a topper than these two. Okay, this is a little messy. And it kind of, if you have any kind of wrinkles or crepiness in your skin, you might want to, it seems like maybe tapping them on might be a better option. Okay, so that one I think that then we'd probably need to blend that out a little bit. That one is a little bit, oh yeah, look at that. So this is the Galaxy. Look how pretty that is. You can blend it out. Ooh, I like that. This is an ELF Detail Crease Brush. Yeah, that looks really nice. And let's see if you wanted to blend it into another color. I like that. Yeah, so I'm not sure what I think about this Big or Little Dipper. I don't know why I can feel that one, but that okay, I think my favorite one so far is this Galaxy. I really like that. I think Galaxy and the Big Dipper, this copper one. I like the first two, but yeah, the Galaxy I think is definitely my favorite so far, because that is just so pretty. Now let's see if I put, these have dried down, if you layer them up. If I tap this on, a little bit, not a huge amount. Okay, this one definitely did help though. So the Little Dipper, I think you'd really have to work on it and probably get a pretty good amount on your eye to have that more of a metallic, like opaque metallic. The Big Dipper, I think that you could build it up if you let it dry between layers without it looking too heavy. Yeah, the Little Dipper, I don't know, I'm not really liking that one because it kind of is like irritating my eye a little bit, but that's the only one, so that's pretty strange. So we're gonna just take that off. Is your favorite so far? Do you have one? I have two more. I've ever done eyelid swatches, so let me know if you like this and I can do more of them, because it's actually kind of fun. They do always look different. I mean, some of these look like they'd be a lot more opaque metallic, swatching them on the arm than they are on the face, or I mean on the lid. So a little bit of powder. Well, actually, let's see what happens if we don't put powder on this time. Supernova and Aurora. Aurora is the green, and I have high expectations for these. Okay. Let's put the purple on. So if you swipe it on, it kind of shears it out a little bit. And let's see if I'm gonna pat this on. Okay, so if you want it more sheer or kind of more of a topper, swipe it on. And if you want it more pigmentation and more opaque, pat it on. So it kind of seems like the darker the color, the more opaque that you can get. Okay, that looks a little crazy. Let's see. Which has nothing on it. Let's see if these will blend out a little bit. Oh yeah, okay. So if you don't wait for them to dry, and they don't dry instantly, you can blend them out, so that is nice. Ooh, look at that. Oh, this green. Okay, this one I think is definitely the most opaque right away without having to barely do anything. Ooh, that is really pretty. Yeah, this one you can just, you don't even have to pat this one on. And look at that color. What happens if you do pat it on? Yeah, you can pat it on, and look at that. That is so pretty. Let's see if this one will blend. Maybe the wrong brush. Okay, so this one, it kind of is blending away the color a little bit. So I think that you have to be a little more cautious with that one. The purple one blended really easy. The green is definitely the most opaque. I think that the Moon and the Little Dipper are the least opaque. They're kind of more of a topper, I think. So let me actually do an eye look and see. I had to create a look with that purple because it is just so pretty. I really like that. But I really like them. So my first impression of them is just know that some of the lighter shades is a little bit more sheer than I would have originally thought looking at them. I have a feeling, well, these are 0.1 fluid ounce, so it doesn't feel like there's probably a lot of product in here, but every liquid eyeliner, every liquid shadow that I've had has dried out before I've finished using it. So I think that it's actually good to have a smaller size than some of the other ones that are a little bit larger size. So that is my first impression and some swatches. Let me know if you're thinking about picking any of these up. I'd love to know. And also let me know if you'd like to see some looks with these. I'm definitely going to be using them more, But if you would like me to film and record some more looks with them, let me know that as well. I can mix these in with the bite size because I have quite a few of those that I need to do looks with. The question of the day. Let's see. Let's have a random question of the day. Do you have a pet? So that is the question of the day. Let me know down below if you have a pet. I do have a cat named Roxy. She was in Tuesday's video. Well, she wasn't in it, but I showed pictures of her. Thanks for watching. If you would like to see more ELF videos, I do have an ELF playlist. I will pop that up on the screen.